So I'm Kirby Atwell, and I help working professionals who kind of are stuck in the corporate grind go from not having any cash flow or passive income to finding, buying, and setting up their first really high cash flowing short-term rental. Before enrolling in AA, I was in real estate and kind of had struggled for years to figure out like what niche within real estate I really spoke to me. And then my wife and I in 2017 discovered this niche of really high cash flowing short-term rentals, and it changed our lives. But, once we got to a point where we had financial freedom, like we saw the potential for this for others and to share it for others. But I had never done anything online and had no clue how to share that or what an online program could look like. So it was AA that really helped me kind of formulate this life-changing strategy that we had implemented ourselves into something that could really help other people. Since I enrolled in AA, that was 2021. So just less than 4 years ago at this point, it was the summer of 2021. Um, at that point, I think I mentioned before, my goal was to pay back the program, and I mean, if you would have told me that I'd be in this position 4 years later, with the type of income that I brought in and the number of people that I've helped, I would have said that's crazy, and not possible. But um, there's been a total of 289 people that have enrolled in the program, and I just posted in the AA group that we just crossed the $1 million revenue threshold. So it's a pretty cool milestone. The cool part is like there's never been any refund requests or anyone who says this doesn't work. But there's been a lot of people have come back and said this literally changed my life because it's given me the ability to do things that I've never been able to do before. And they felt, a lot of people felt stuck in this corporate grind and they didn't have any way of making extra income and having more freedom and flexibility. So by helping them through this program, it's been one of the most fulfilling things that I've done. When we first started our POP or the initial program that we call it the POP in AA, was 997, and I thought that was a really high amount to be charging. I initially kind of taken stabs at trying to create a program prior to getting into AA, and I priced it really, really low, and so 999 was or 997 was like a big stretch for me. Since then, we've done several price jumps, and each time, you kind of doubt yourself. You have um, that doubt creeps into the back of your head and says, is this really good enough? Is it worth it? And ironically, every time I've raised the price, more people have enrolled because they they feel there's more value there, there must not have been the value there at the cheaper price. And there's a higher level of commitment. So there's better people in there with a higher level of commitment, and they get the results much better as well. So it's forced me to grow into like a higher level of belief in myself. Obviously, I've had to hone my skills as we've gone and improve upon, improve myself, up level myself so that I can help other people too at a higher level. So I think it all around, it helps the business, but you're kind of a part of the business as a business owner, as a solopreneur. And I think it kind of goes hand in hand. If I could go back and talk to myself before enrolling in AA, I would tell myself like have more confidence in yourself. Like the system works, and I was so worried I was gonna kind of lose face if I enrolled in this program and then it flopped and it didn't actually work out. How I'd look stupid for spending money on it. But know that the steps work. All you have to do is just follow the steps and know that you're gonna iterate and up level as you go. So what you think is possible right now, joining the program is going to change your thought process on that, and your reality is going to change a lot over the years. So I would say, don't base your decision on your current reality, but base it on what you know is possible in the future. And then if you do it, commit, go all in on it and follow the steps exactly, and it works.